What did we do? Did we do it?
I'm covered in honey and feathers.
Right.
What happened?
Harold Ramis goes around and says, that is a great question. Now, this is courage. He goes around and says, that is a wonderful question. Let's poll the crew. Let's ask the crew what they think. And everybody on the crew had a vote. And it ended up tied, 50-50. 50% said they did it, and Bill Murray is in some stage of undress, or the other 50% said, no, you're wearing what you wore the night before. The vote came down to one girl who was on her first movie. She was an assistant stage dresser, and Harold Ramis says, you have the final vote. And she said, as I think about it, this is another story in courage. She said, he's wearing what he wore the night before. If you do anything else, you ruin the movie.
Wow.
Damn.
You idiots.
Damn.
Harold says, he turned to Bill and says, you heard her. You're wearing what you wore the night before. Anything else, we're going to ruin the movie.
Wow.
So Bill said, fine. So they wore the clothes they wore the night before, and she was right. But very few people would have that kind of courage of Harold Ramis of turning that
decision
crisis on set into actually a game and into something that produced wisdom.
Wow. Stephen Tobolowsky, Ned on Groundhog Day. Also, by the way, Heroes, Glee. I mean, Spike, you were talking.
Who picked Ryerson for Glee? Was that your idea or theirs?
I think it was theirs.
What a tribute.
And I didn't even comment on it. They never commented on it. And while I was on the show, I never asked, was this intentional?
It's just a gift. Of course,
it had to be.
Just a gift.
And Marie's husband on Californication, you have a new season coming out, season 7?
I think they say that we have finished shooting that season, and as Ned would say, it's a deuce.
Dude. Bing!
And it starts, I think they're going to start airing it in April, and it is a funny one. It's our final season of Californication. So the show comes to a fitting climax at the end.
Of course it does, yeah.
A messy climax.
Messy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oysters everywhere. Oysters and strawberry.
Unintentional puns.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Hey, Stephen.
It's a wonderful final season.
Stephen, thank you for the beautiful stories about a classic and a class friend and friends. And I got to say, anybody who has not seen this movie Groundhog Day, now after this, it's on demand. You can get it anywhere.
Yeah, go get it. And read the story you wrote in Slate is really beautiful. Really well done.
We'll put a link to it on our website, bobrivers.com. Stephen Tobolowsky, take care.